Now then, YTPC, I hope you're all alright. Sorry I've been missing for a few days. I've just had so much on. I've just had stuff to do, and yesterday was an absolute bloody nightmare, honest to God. I don't get annoyed very often. Well, I'll come to it in a minute, but yesterday was about me boiling point. And I think it's got me up skittled because I've got bad guts today. I'm just not myself, and then I've just had to go and pick my medication up from the doctors as well, because I've had to pick up because I was out of some of the tablets. So I've just got back in. It's raining today, and it's welcome. It'd be welcomed by most. There might be some farmers who maybe haven't got the crops in as yet, but for the majority, we really did need this rain. Like it can keep coming down as far as I'm concerned, because everything is so dry. Reservoirs are getting empty. Hose pipe bans. So yeah, I just haven't been myself for the last couple of days again. I just haven't been 100%. Anyway, I'll get housekeeping out of the way. This is this marvellous Dr. Plum, which I got sent by Olav. And it's a Dr. Plum Scorpio. Absolutely stunning pipe. And I do enjoy it. I do like my Dr. Plum pipes. And in it I've got some of my usual, some Erinmore flake. I do enjoy the flake. Erinmore flake, definitely. I'm not keen on the mixture on its own, unless it's mixed into my X1X blend. And do you know, I haven't had X1X blend for absolutely ages. It's because your taste buds are developing for different flavours as you're going down, whereas my staple was my X1X blend, and I smoked that just about 24/7, but now you tend to branch out as your palate develops more as you progress in your smoking journey. So yesterday I was ready to do a video last night, and I was going to title it The Bloody Garage as well, which car dealership I got it from. And I come home and I just slept on it, and I thought, no. But I'll tell you what happened. My car was booked in for 2 o'clock for its MOT, which it's got to have its annual check to make sure it's roadworthy, everything else. So I was booked in for a 2 o'clock appointment. So me being a good soldier, always turn up early, leaving plenty of time, arrive early, and then you're about right, you've got no excuses. So I got there for 1:45. Or maybe just after, about, say 1:50 then. Handing my keys in, go and take a seat, it won't be long. Well, the first hour passed, and the car was still in the same place where I'd left it. And in there, if you're watching, I know you're watching, a certain gentleman, I gave you a card for this channel yesterday, you're a smashing bloke, but one thing you can do within that showroom is get some comfortable seats. Because they're too far to the ground, my back was about absolutely buggered sat in them yesterday, and they're just not comfortable. And you could do with some benches outside as well for folks to sit on. A nice day like it was yesterday, or even, you know, for folks to sit while they're waiting, instead of cooked up in a car showroom. So that's one point I will get across if you are watching, sir. The second hour passed. My car's still in the same place where I left it, by which time I'm starting to get fired up. You got a bloke with PTSD It was anger inside, he's slowly starting to boil up. So that brought us to 4 o'clock. Just before 4 o'clock. And then I was just about to go and say, give us them keys back, bugger it. You know, because they said any work what needs, when I got that car, verbal agreement was any work needs doing to it, they'll come and collect it, deliver it, you know, it's like on a lease thing, and they'll come and collect it, do whatever works needs to be done and return it. But all of a sudden, when it went for its first service, I was out of the catchment area, so I had to then take it in. And that was another, same again, what we're talking about now. So I was just about to get to 4 o'clock, and I'd messaged somebody saying, just phone this, get this dealership up, saying there's a man with PTSD ready to explode, get it sorted. And my car disappeared from the car, from where I'd left it, so they'd taken it round to get its MOT. Bugging about. And then when it was done, they said, we need to have it back in. You'll have to bring it back in. Well, that was me finished. I says, what do you mean bring it back in? Oh, it's got to have this done, blah, 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 to tick these boxes. I says, I think I swore in there as well. I says, you want this bloody car, you can come pick the bloody thing up yourself, because I'm not coming through here to sit like this with a back like mine, the condition I'm in. I said, it's absolutely outrageous. And I said, it's disgusting. I was getting fired. I was really getting fired up, like. And anyway, manager came out eventually, and he said, we'll come and pick it up. But it was after 6 o'clock when I got home last night, well after 6 o'clock. And I wasn't happy. You book a car in for an MOT, it might take half an hour. Give them 3/4 an hour on the hour. Give them an hour. Give them an hour to drop off everything. That's it, job done. You booked in 2 o'clock slot. Boiling, absolutely boiling I was. So, who was this? And yeah, I was fuming, and I think it's probably what skipped my stomach today, because stress brings on bad guts, doesn't it? And it's stress at the moment I don't need. I've got enough going on. Never mind what's going on there. So, the bloody lucky I'm not mentioning the garage. A few of you who I was messaging yesterday know who it is, and said they have the same problem. Not the same particular showroom, but another branch further down country, I believe. And it's disgusting, it really is. I could hardly walk straight when I got through this door last night. I really couldn't. And I won't be getting another car through them. That is for sure. Definitely not. But this car, what I've got, it's like on lease hire, and it'll be going very, very shortly, within a month. There'll be a new one coming. And they will come and pick it up if it needs anything doing, because I have double checked and checked with them, and they definitely will. And jobs are good. Like this lot said at the beginning when I first got it, yes, anything what needs doing, we'll come and collect it. It's all part and parcel of the package. Never again. Never again. I'll give you the initials. EH. So that was that. That was my day yesterday. I wasn't impressed. I was absolutely bloody boiling. I was. I don't lose it very often, and by God, they were lucky in there yesterday because I was about ready to absolutely blow my top and probably put off a lot of other people from buying from them as well. But there you go. So that was my day. I've hardly watched any videos. I'll be honest. This morning, last night, I definitely didn't watch any because I was absolutely shattered. There was one chap asking about will I do a video about how I line my pipe and everything else with honey, and I did give a brief description. I'll do one, you know, I've got another pipe in there, I will line it with honey, I'll show you how it's done. And then, but it's pretty straightforward. You can just put some honey on your finger if you want to, and just line it around your pipe, and it just helps build up the cake on your first few smokes. Oh, and John. So John, Dale Piper, sir, I'm really sorry I never got it away over the weekend. I was going to get it yesterday because I had it with me in the car yesterday, your parcel. And obviously what happened yesterday, by the time I got back, everywhere was shut. So I've got it posted this afternoon. I've photographed the tracking number. I've sent it to Phil, and hopefully Phil will forward it on to you. But you should get that book tomorrow, sir. And on about books, I was back in there and I was saying how made up, you know, Dale Piper was. I found this book, and she says, well, actually, so I've got another couple, she says, and one was about battered, and I saw this one. And now I'm a bit interested in clocks and everything else, and a bit of fettling. And I found this book. Well, the girl went into the back and got it, and she got me. There's that one there as well. So it's like the clock repairer's handbook. So obviously with the grandfather's clock, the mantle clock, and this one here, it's a handy book to have, and it's got everything inside. Understanding your clock, how it works, how to get everything calibrated, if that's the right word. So yeah, it was that I was pleased about that. And these two clocks, you know, that one especially, that one I got from the other week, is absolutely keeping a hellish good time. It really is. They're about on par, those two. So apart from that, guys, there's not a right lot to talk about. As I say, it's raining today, it's coming down nice and steady, it'll be soaking into the ground grand. And as I say, I'll be honest, this morning I haven't watched any of your videos, and I do apologise, I just haven't been myself. Over the weekend I wasn't 100% anyway, and I've got a lot to catch up with. Carrie's got a yabo from St David's Pipes, Surrender and Slinger. I've got loads of Ragamuffin, there's Randy's to watch. I've got a load to watch, and if I miss any of you out, I'm going to try and get caught up. But you know what it's like when you get left behind. Sometimes you just got to draw a line in it and then just start again. Oh, start again. That nipped. Yeah, start again. So that's about it, everybody. I don't think there's anything else to report. The dogs are fine. They're just being fed, so they're having a siesta now. And that's about it. Have a great Cob Tuesday. I know it's Cob Tuesday, but I got this pipe out because I haven't smoked it for a long time. And I will get that cob out again if I can get hold of a decent stem, but they're all over in the States and I can't find any like proper stems to fit this cob over here apart from like the same old plastic ones. And to get one to order one from over there to get it sent over here, it's going to cost about as much weight, if not more than what the stem's worth. So the cob's on hold at the moment. I've got another picture to post out. I've got another one sent this morning. Cob Tuesday, so I'll get that one posted out very, very shortly. And that's it, guys. How long? Oh, hell, 15 minutes. Far too long again. I've been babbling about now, haven't I? But yeah, I was revved up yesterday. I was absolutely ready to fire up, and I'll be honest, it's not pretty when I do, like. So they were very, very lucky. So on that note, oh yeah, I've had a haircut. I've had a trim. I've taken the top off. Enjoy the rest of your day, your Cob Tuesdays. Enjoy the rest of the week, and as always, be kind to each other, because if we're all kind to each other, we all get on, don't we? I'll see you later. Take care.